some icing or something. Make that. Oh yeah. Straight macaroni. Oh my
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank.
So I sit back, smoke a blunt, and think about my life. Tomorrow ain't promised, so I smoke it all night. Man, I'm just a young nigga trying to make it. Grow my hair, getting the dreads, looking like a Haitian. And I'm looking good, but your girl looking better. Blind to the fact that I'm a pimp, I call it hella killer. And I'm smoking because I just ain't better. Count money all day like a bank teller. Hell, it ain't shit that y'all can't tell us. We're getting to the cheese, mozzarella, and the cheddar. I'm on top, well, at least that's where I'm supposed to be. I got a bitch with some titties like the letter B. As if you turn it to the side, I just open up your mind. Get your education, know you gon' be paying like a fine. I did take like Hillary and I act shady. But I'm a patriot, bitch, call me Tom Brady.
Hello. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of In the Mirror podcast. I'm your host, Coco. We have your host, Jimmy Jam, in the background, in collaboration with Hot Seat. We got Mr. Conversation. We got Miss Sky Rain. And we have our, well, we're going to say guest for now. Again, we have Philly. Chef Philly. Chef Philly.
Coco still got him as a guest. All right, you ain't made the team yet.
Don't be knowing until y'all think something different. Okay.
What's up, everybody?
All right. We are here today. We're going to get it started pretty soon here. Our podcast is about Black relationships, Black love, getting to know each other, figuring these relationships out and figuring each other out. Check with us on YouTube at In the Mirror Podcast Live. And,
Twitter.
Right. And Twitter, same.
In the Mirror
Podcast. And In the Mirror Podcast and Facebook as well.
And Twitch.
In the Mirror Podcast and Twitch. Y'all check us out on all platforms. Today, we have a couple of topics today. One of them is about whether or not men have to earn submission. And what's the other one, Jimmy J?
Our men and women, well, I guess it's our women
choosing
weaker partners. Like purpose.
Or our men missing their standards. You know?
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I repurposed it.
It's the thing. It's two. It's like, remember, it's the our women choosing weaker men, and or is it men is missing their standards? Because it's like a two part thing.
So we are going to get into that. So before we do, thank you all for tuning in. And how was everybody's weekend? This weekend. Mine was good.
Restful.
You got some rest. We need that rest sometimes.
We got a lot of shit done, so that was good.
And mine was kind of cool. My family, my in-laws' house burned down yesterday, so we definitely working with them, trying to get them situated. I didn't want to put that out there, you know what I'm saying? So we are gonna start a GoFundMe because they lost everything. That's the only thing they came out with is they clothes on their back. But we made a joke about it. So everybody brought them cell phones out there today.
Okay, cell phones in hand, boy.
Yeah, but they in good spirits though. So just wanted to put that out there.
Well, the way we have to look at that, as long as you came out with your life, that's what happens. Everything
Right.
can be replaced.
True.
All right, so let's get into it. So where we want to start? We want to start on submission. Do men have to earn submission from women? Okay. So who wants to start?
I think you should start since you are. The
Yeah.
host and
Okay.
saying it. Hey, it sounded real good. Going
Sound
on
good.
like that.
Okay, all right.
But he got some MO.
Yeah, he set
You
up. He
got-
set you up.
Set it up.
Yeah,
Finna set
He
you
ready.
up.
He ready.
he ready to pop
He
off.
finna set you up.
Okay.
Everybody send me right now. This is about conversation between the genders talking about things so we can be better. That's all this is.
True.
Like it's called In the Mirror, right? In the Mirror.
This is what we're here for, so we can get to know each other better, learn about
I
us,
hear you.
They have different
and we
perspectives.
can improve these relationships. You know what I mean? We can do what we need to do. So, okay, so for me, when it comes to whether or not men have to earn submission, I disagree with that. I don't think men have to earn submission. I think women know the men we can submit to, because that type of man carries himself differently. You're not going to be able to, if you're a man that doesn't have your life together, how are you going to expect a woman to come in and submit to you in any type of way? Because at the end of the day, what is she going to do? She going to have what she together. So how is she going to come in and submit to somebody that doesn't? So it's just that type of man carries himself differently, and we just know. I can say that from experience. I've dealt with men before that we just treat them differently. I know that man, I can't talk to him any kind of way. I'm going to deal with him differently. I'm going to become that. Hey, baby, how you doing? Yeah, you're right.
I agree.
We change.
So isn't that almost like he earned it though?
No, we just see that already. It's not him
Yeah,
earning
the
it.
way he carries himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
right.
him earning it. He just
Mm.
carries himself
Okay.
differently. We see him differently. That vibe is different.
Now I will say this, that's what we perceive, right? And he started showing something else.
I was about to say about the
You know,
stop them
like,
from
yeah,
touching.
I
They go
agree.
and touch it,
So-
they go and touch the gangster
Can you-
regardless.
Yeah.
So I was just saying, like,
Yeah.
Even if that's what he perceived, to be that guy, right?
Mhm.
That we would submit to. Is you really don't know until you get to know that person. So once he started showing signs that he not that person,
Yeah, I think they show signs early. I think they show signs early on. They're just different. Those
Alright.
men are just different.
Can I say it be that like y'all understand the way he carries himself and everything, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes like when you do actually deal with him, it's just y'all don't agree on everything, or
That's true.
you find out there's things that how he move and think you just can't either agree with or you just don't want to deal with it.
So I can see that. Some of them can be very extreme.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
when
don't
it
make him a
comes
bad
to
person.
submission. Yeah, they'll be very extreme. So they may want you to not work, and once y'all start talking about relationships, they may, be in a situation where they don't want you to work or anything, but at the same time, they want to be able to control the money that you spend or, whatever. So it might be
it's a form of
something
control,
you
period.
may
'Cause
not
what you-
agree with completely. So they may be a man that you want to submit to, but if they're over the top with it, that may make you change your mind about that being with that person or having that type of submission.
Thanks
Because
for
I guess
joining
it
us,
can
Miss
be
J.
level.
Or he could just have certain standards that the woman just don't, set up to. And they just not going to change or move in a certain way for him to feel secure. So it usually causes disconnect in a relationship because now I know I don't provide that certain safety.
Mhm.
So a woman would, get out of a situation like that versus sometimes just stepping up to be what you need to be for the man she wants.
So
Vice
it turns
versa.
into a safety
versa.
issue.
Huh?
So it turns into a safety issue.
I
The
mean,
woman may not feel safe.
no, the man.
The man may
Yeah.
not feel safe.
If I have a certain standard that requires my security, well, it reinsures my security and safety on a certain level with you. If now that standard is too high for you or something you feel like you shouldn't have to do, that's when cause a disconnect whether I'm a good man or not. So that be issues most of the time with good men and women. It's like they feel like I shouldn't have to change who I am for which is cool.
Right.
And you have your choice, but that man still have his standards. So you gotta respect that. We gotta respect that some people just don't align.
Yeah.
Versus
I
saying like that person was all this and all that, or he had his motives, or being manipulative, or whatever the case may be. The man just being the man that he knows to be.
Okay. Okay. And just okay, so at the end of the day, it's more like, okay, you have to accept that person for who they are and their beliefs and everything.
And what you willing
And
to
then-
accept and deal with. Because at
Right.
the end of the day, you have to decide, this is what you want to do or not.
Mm-hmm.
As women,
Yep.
we know this, he may be that man we want to submit to, but everybody has flaws. And we have to decide, do we want to deal with, are we going to deal with those flaws?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's our decision at the end
If
of the
that ain't
day.
the man you want to deal with,
It's what now?
that's it. Then it ain't the man you want to deal with.
Which means,
Because if you gotta acknowledge his flaws, there's a problem. Like, a lot of people don't understand. In relationships, we have to grow together. We have to learn to understand each other. It's not, I came in like this, and this is how it's going to be. You dealing with a new person, and y'all have to understand what level that y'all align on, if y'all align. And a lot of that comes with the aspect of loyalty, like basically rocking out whether it's ups or downs. Like, not saying like you gotta deal with bullshit as far as like them dragging through the mud and all that. But everybody's not perfect. And women, for the most part, y'all know y'all got y'all shit with y'all with emotions, this, that, and the third. And y'all expect the men to secure that, to give you that reinsurance, that safety and all that. But when it comes to men's side, like, we expect it to be a certain way where that's not a priority to y'all.
Okay. What you? I was about to say, what do you want to add, EJ?
I want to say this.
Mhm.
If you like them and then you respect them, then you should naturally submit. There shouldn't
I
be
agree.
any further than that until the point where he shows you that you can't trust him. I understand pulling that back, but to that point, normally that's cheating, physical, abuse, things of that nature.
Yeah.
The problem is it becomes a battle of egos in this new society now.
Mhm.
This is where we get to it. You can't tell me something because I might feel I'm smarter than you. I might feel I make more money than you. I might feel all these different reasons where the man can no longer do his job, which is to be naturally the head of the household.
Right.
Okay. If it's again in the extremes, if he's putting his hands on you, he's already sleeping with everybody, those type of things, I get that.
Mhm.
But again, we get to the point of where he wants to make a decision and go right. You want to make a decision and go left. And now all of a sudden it's, oh, I don't trust that decision is the best one to make, and this, that, and the third. Like, we got to stop that. Like, natural submission will come if you really like this guy and you really respect him.
I agree.
If you don't do any one of those, y'all shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place.
Right.
So why are we getting into relationships where we don't respect, where we don't like her, where we
Can't
don't
do that.
like, these things should all come together for the relationship. What you talked about when you first started, and I kind of knew this is where I was going to go. It's called a reframe. Like, it was said very well, you know what I'm saying? But it's still kind of the same thing. It meant the same kind of thing. Like, you still have to earn it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with earning it. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with just being in a situation where I need to show my leadership skills and qualities first before you decide to be, quote, up under. You know what I mean? Because even when I was in the military, even when anything that I've ever done, I've always had to show that I can lead. All right. Whether it's the podcast, you don't want to get on the podcast with somebody and they're trying to lead it, and then they don't know what they're talking about. It. They don't know how to format it. They don't know,
Right.
and all of this is wrong. Whatever it is that you're doing, you need to show that you are a leader. Once you show that you're a leader, then people will naturally follow.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
cool. We're earning it to a certain, but we take it too far. We take it to the point of the moment there's any disagreement. There's plenty of times that, okay, give an example. Jimmy is the leader of this podcast, right? There's opinions that he has. There's things that he says I might necessarily not agree with. Or that the time might be at a certain time that might not be exactly for me. But guess what? He's the leader. He says this is gonna be that time.
Right.
Or if I'm if we cooking some shit, Philly the
Right.
chef. He's
Right.
got the knowledge on that. I'm going to naturally put myself in an area where he is the leader, and I'm going to listen to him because he is shown. I see the food. I hear everybody talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't that hard. Why do we make this so difficult, y'all?
You're right. I mean, it shouldn't be that
Well,
difficult.
let's,
It shouldn't be that difficult.
and to add what you're saying, like, that's when somebody just agree with the person you are, like that, like you said, like, as far as I earn it, yeah, I earn it, but I'm earning by being me. I'm not earning by performing.
Right.
And that's the problem nowadays.
Right. Exactly.
Should just come natural.
Yeah. Because that natural side of you is going to show up at
It's going to show
Mhm.
regardless of who I am, no matter ups, downs, regardless, I'm
Right.
going to be
Or
coming
who trying
as
to
me.
portray.
So those are the men that we're not going to naturally submit to, because to me, we're going to feel that little bit that's off.
Well,
Early
I
on.
can't all the way agree with that because we fall for the okie doke.
But we allow ourselves to fall for the okie
Well,
doke.
we still
Because
do,
if
though.
if we talk about it later on and you ask somebody, okay, did you see the red flags early on? They tell you, yes, I saw the red flags early on. We choose to do that. Not saying it's not already there. we choose to look past all of that. Not saying it wasn't there. We didn't see it at the very beginning.
And that,
So
and some of
that's
y'all,
on us.
I agree. And some of y'all red flags don't be red flags, yo. They don't. I mean, they might. What I mean by that is like it be just a problem you have. It don't make that man a problem.
But yeah, it's really a preference.
Person.
But it's okay for us to have a preference because nobody can tell us our preference is wrong. That's just what we want.
No, what I mean by
That's
that,
what we
But your
prefer.
preference shouldn't. Your preference, first of all, again, you're getting into the relationship with that guy. Okay, he should fit a general enough for you to be in that relationship.
Okay.
The moment you feel that you cannot listen to him is the moment you should get out of that relationship. The moment you feel that you don't, because you don't respect them anymore. And if you don't respect them anymore, you need to
Yeah,
just
that's the
leave. The
problem.
moment that comes in your mind where he's starting to tell you stuff on a consistent basis and you start fighting it every single thing, you need to go and get the hell up out of there. Like, I mean, because it shouldn't be a back and forth a tug. You should understand that what he's saying is for the betterment of you both. Now, if
Okay.
you truly feel that it is not, that's when you get the hell up out of it. You know what I mean? Because now I can't trust you. So now, why do I want to have kids with you if I can't trust that you have my best interest?
No, I agree with that because, small ass
that's
relationship.
another
I
one.
definitely
One
try to-
little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And he
you
trying
think
to get me
submission
pregnant.
can be based off finances?
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
It makes a
nowadays.
difference. What do you think?
yeah.
That if the man will have to be a leader, the man will have to be the provider.
Okay. So to just that, the nuance to it is how much do you want versus how much he makes. Okay. Now
Okay.
everybody's not gonna be a billionaire.
No.
If I can provide for the bill, but you still want a higher quality kind of life, then
Mhm.
that's more of a you thing, not my thing. Because I can do what I need to do to pay what I have to pay and
Right.
do a little something every now and then. But if you're the type that you know you want the red bottoms and you want all that type of stuff, then you need to get with that red bottom type guy.
That's true.
But the red bottom type guys come with their own type of issues and stuff.
But that just
Let's-
goes back to what we were talking about dating within your means.
I was
Right.
just that part. I think everybody should get to a point where they understand what their means are. And then once you get to that point, then you should probably venture out into a relationship. But until then,
Yeah.
when you try to discover what's good for you and all that, just date. Just stay out the way.
So we're
Because
saying men dating within their means or women?
no,
Both.
period.
It's
Period.
both.
Understand what your means is, like what how far
People
you
need
can
to
go.
date within their means.
So women want men that make more money than them
Now I'll say this.
To provide outside of the means.
to be able to provide them for what they. So we're saying means, but women really want a man to come in and provide them with the stuff they can't provide for themselves.
That's what I mean by understanding living in your means, the shit you can do for yourself at the moment. Like you can't expect somebody to come in doing more than what you can do for you. Like I don't care the gender.
Okay, so my thing with that is women, a lot of women these days make more money than men do, depending on the profession. So if we're dating within our what we call in our means or within our circle, women make more money than the men make within our circle. Y'all see what I'm saying with that? We do.
So, to respond directly to that point, I don't think provision is just monetary. Okay, I don't think my ability to be a leader is just monetary,
Okay.
or submission is just about money. Okay, things evolve some as times change, but we still need to hold the general core principle. As a man, you should still be a provider, but it won't always just be money. Now, you know what I mean? It's wisdom, it's intelligence, it's the safety, it's all these other things that you're providing also along with that. You know what I mean? You still have to be in that traditional man's role. For the most part, you shouldn't be at home sitting on your butt not doing anything. You know what I mean? You need to be out trying to provide or trying to progress or do other things. It's just found in different ways. Every guy isn't the build a house type of guy. Every guy ain't the 9-to-5 necessarily, but entrepreneurship, anything like that, you know. Personally, my lady can come to me for anything that she wants in general, but there's only so much money that I make. So if she get in her mind one day that she want a mansion, I can't do that. So at that moment that she decides that, then I can't be her leader if that's her number one goal.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
if that's her number one goal. But in general, if you want somebody well-rounded, you want some versatility, if you want somebody that you can learn from, if you want somebody you can have conversations with, if you want somebody to make you laugh, all those things, I can provide all of those things. And that's what makes me a leader. Plus the ability to always, like if something bad happens, I'm gonna stand for it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. I'm gonna let the heat come on me. That's one thing that we have gotten away from in society now. And I will say this, holding everybody accountable. I think a lot of men now are starting to, some men now are starting to shrink from the actual responsibilities of being a man now. I don't know why. I'll let y'all get into that. Some are starting to do that.
Okay.
And so when we start to do that, then that gives you guys the ability to say these things and we have these conversations because some of us aren't doing what we were originally intended to do. If you're not showing that strength, if you're not showing that ability to take charge and do stuff, she won't feel safe. And then that's where all these I'm emotionally vulnerable conversations come and he didn't protect me. And then it's like, I can't even do that. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Philly, give me something, bro.
No, I agree. It comes from them not having an example, bro. That's basically what it is. It's like most young people out here doing wild, reckless shit because they ain't got no example of structure. And like a lot of men nowadays don't have no like actual male figure of masculinity. And I can agree with that. And right now we implementing a lot of feminine like ways without even understanding like the destruction is called. Like I don't know. I mean, I get where the women come from, but I just don't get the more so complaining versus actually putting in action because they know like they got something to do with that as well.
And when you get the real nigga, let the real nigga be the real nigga. All right, I gave y'all a nice version of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna give y'all the tough version. Shit, when y'all get to, it's some of y'all, I be
That's all I was saying.
a
Like,
restriction to the account.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
What happened?
What happened?
Oh, is that what it say? What happened?
you can't
We
use
added
groups
a-
right now.
See
Mm.
why? Click see why.
We want to eat my first corner. Go ahead. Y'all still
Well,
live.
okay.
Y'all still
Okay,
live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So when you get the real nigga, let the real nigga be the real nigga. Okay. Please. I see too many of y'all. Y'all get a decent dude. Y'all get a guy that's actually trying to take charge, and he find any little bitty reason why you can't listen
but
to him.
We don't
To add-
trust him for
but
some reason.
no, to add to
We
that,
don't feel safe for some reason. But
like it's scary, it's spooky out
It
here.
do be like that.
But no, to add to that, like that's what I was saying earlier about like the man having certain standards that the woman don't agree with, and that'll be the disconnect that actually make her leave versus misalignment. It's not misalignment. It's just this man sees something that you might not see, and he's trying to put you on. But just because you don't disagree, or it takes you out of control, or makes you feel like he's trying to be in control, you lose the respect for him because now it's just like you're not letting me be me.
But okay, at the end of the day, it's a fine line between control and submission. Because you have to.
Is it?
I think it is.
You think it's a very thin?
I don't think it's a thin line.
So okay, so what do you mean? When you say
Like, because if you truly understand what submission is,
You letting him control.
then what?
Until you letting him control the situation. You're not going to submit to somebody you don't feel safe letting control. It goes hand in hand. Like we was talking about.
I just think you don't like.
Y'all don't like the
It's
word. That's why y'all
it's the
disconnect. Like, no, I can't.
control a line between control and submission.
Man, say something. I think, in my respectful opinion,
Okay.
I think this is very hard for you.
For me,
Because, and I've heard you say this, I can do all of this myself, right? So,
okay.
so for you, why? What is my advantage for bringing him in? Right, that's how you kind of go into it because you can already do
Okay.
all of this stuff, right?
Yeah, that's
So I need you to do something. It's. I want to be very careful when I say this. This isn't to you particularly this part, but
Okay.
when they start earning more money, right?
okay.
Because they put such a financial pressure on men for that, that becomes the number one issue. So then when a lady like you makes a large amount and is able to take care of herself and do everything and has done it for years, it becomes harder for you to relinquish that control when a guy comes in. He's got to show you, like, maybe not the world, but
It's like, what can you do besides provide X, Y, Z? Because, like you said, we already got it.
That's true.
so this becomes harder for you. You know what I'm
It
saying?
does.
Now,
It does.
do I think it should be harder? That's a different thing. But I get it, why it is for you. Again, I don't think a man's worth is just his pocketbook. Okay, I think it's more than just that. So my definition of a man is not that kind of just Arnold Schwarzenegger on Predators kind of thing.
Yeah, I
It's-
need
it's
to know.
more
Do you know how to
than
put
just
on
that.
lotion? You know how to put on my lotion when I get out?
Yeah.
You know
Does he know how to put
Clip
on
that. Clip
Put
that.
your lotion on?
Yeah,
On you?
On me. I need to know.
Okay.
That's a requirement for your
You
man.
goddamn right.
Put on your lotion.
On my lotion.
Yeah, but I had
Just
to
teach
do
him.
it.
All it takes is 10 minutes.
So he got to know how to do
I
right.
didn't say you got to want to.
You got to be willing. You got to be willing.
You got to want to know how to learn, whatever. You got to want to know it.
Okay.
Like, talking about like in the back crevice of your knee
I
and
mean,
stuff.
yeah, all the crevices. All the crevices.
I want to welcome Heather Hewitt. Thank you for coming in, Heather.
Yeah.
Well,
See, that's stuff like that. Money can't buy. Money can't buy that.
Well, Well, I mean, yeah, it's gonna. I guess it is gonna be little stuff that we're gonna want to see from him.
Mhm. I need to know. And I need to know how you like your food cooked. Like, you know, you want clothes on, you don't want clothes on.
So you cook naked?
Like stuff like that matters.
Shit.
I mean, yeah.
Lord,
Really,
look,
how do you like what you was talking about? Like you saying,
Well, how you got the food cooked?
yeah.
You say,
oh, if I can watch her cook, I want to what? Cook naked. Hell yeah. No clothes. You what? You what?
Okay.
Just don't burn.
Sometimes I don't
burn
I don't want no titty in my green. Sometimes.
oh,
Like, you
oh,
know,
no public halves. I don't want no public halves in my keep the public halves
Oh,
in
But you
your
don't think it's
drawers.
a little harder for you because of that?
Yes.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead, take.
I think women, I mean, that's always been a question. Do women that make more money, would it be, and the question I always ask to men, would you have a problem with your woman making more money than you? And I hear a lot of men like, hell yeah.
I was in a relationship. I was in a
Don't
relationship
y'all
with
have
a
a
man that
problem with it?
I was making more money
That's
than
the
him,
reason.
and he had a
What's the
history.
reason?
But I wouldn't have a problem with it.
But
I
I don't think I
Well,
would
for
treat
me,
him
I
no
would
different.
because of what you just said. Because
You,
like I
would you
know,
feel it?
I
No, I
know how
see.
much
Me, always dealt with women
you
who
kind
was
of just like
professional. So 9 out of 10, they probably always made.
when I get there, it's
I
gonna
was
be
never
so much.
insecure
It's
about
gonna
it.
be so much. Okay, I gotta see everything that you bring. Da 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 da.
Niggas
This,
try
that,
to
and the
kill
third. To try to be right there when it should naturally come because of the nigga that I am.
But listen,
We shouldn't even have gotten this far.
this is why I say this to men, like my homies and shit. Don't deal with a woman who always telling what men ain't doing or men can't do or men on this or men on that because you already know she ain't ready to be your type of woman. It's like you even if she just implementing that do what she experienced and she just talking. Some people just be talking trolling. At the end of the day, you know she's looking for you to fuck up some way because she's always talking about how niggas is fucking up. So just stay away from them type women.
Okay. But I want to go back to what EJ said. You say it would be a problem with if the woman make more than you because of
That
that
type
thing
of kind of rhetoric or thinking.
right.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm past the point where it matters to me, but I know it still matters to some of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't like to use personal
Chain is here.
anecdotes much, but I got a partner literally just texted me 5 minutes ago. Kind of same situation, talking to a very influential lady around here and yada yada. And it's just like he was just saying like everything ended up devolving into that once there was a disagreement.
Right.
So then
Got
it was
the
like,
money.
well, your opinion doesn't matter because I'm gonna just do it anyway. Because I got the funds to be able to do what you talking about. You know, even if it's something I shouldn't do, even if I know it's something I shouldn't do, you're not gonna be the one that tells me that. You know what I'm saying? Because now if somebody she'll listen to that is a little bit up on the chain tells her that.
But
Right.
that's how you can tell he jumped for chemistry. He didn't jump for a connection. Because soon, like I ain't gonna fall. Before you get with anybody, you should have a disagreement. I feel like that's very important because you really don't know how somebody really feel about you until y'all disagree. Now you fuck niggas and this and that and
Till you make her angry. Right.
exactly vice versa. Like
Right.
you won't know how a man really feel about you until you get to that point. And like a lot of women don't understand the grace they be getting from men. Like I ain't gonna fraud, because it's a point to where it's a lot of things y'all do. Like we wouldn't have let a man slide and do shit like that. Like we would have been knocked his ass the fuck out. So it's like women get a lot of grace and don't understand that. And
Well, are they supposed to though?
I was about to say we should
Right. They
choose
supposed to.
as women. We should.
That's her point.
man, grace is something that should be appreciated.
But I'm just saying.
So you
But I'm just
that you
saying.
don't-
Like,
If she going
She
off the
should-
rails and she done crashed out.
I'm gonna say
and
this.
she
I'm
just
not the
saying
same.
whatever
I'm
to
not
you.
the same person.
That's not a person
That's
for
what you're
you.
talking about. Okay.
No,
So
what I
that
mean,
makes a difference.
what I mean by it more so like
They get to
People-
say stuff out their mouth real slick. That if
no,
a man said,
that's just that.
he
I
will
mean,
knock
just
them out.
like women can make us feel certain ways that we won't speak on just because we know how a woman is. Like we know, like she don't come off, like she might be coming off pissing me off right now, but she don't mean no harm. It's just how she is. Like there's a lot of things that they get grace for. That's what I mean by it. But the same thing, vice versa, we gotta show up on a certain level. They
Right.
know, you know what I mean, slacking on that. Like we can't show that emotion just like she can. We gotta be smart.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
But
I
it's
think
not
women should.
appreciated. It's
I
not
think
appreciated.
Your
Like,
woman should get more grace than anyone else get.
nah. They don't move like they need the grace. Like
Yeah. Well, we talking about
they-
women
you know
now.
how much
you
they
know,
fight for equal rights and all that. That's equal it out.
I don't know.
Yo, I don't know. People don't like these.
I mean, you gotta-
conversations, But it's
Okay,
like,
let's get into that.
my body, my choice. I get that, and
Right.
that's respectable. It's just like I should be able to do what I want when I started.
So you feel like you should be, if since she want to be equal and she want to have equal right, you should be able to handle her like a man,
that's where the grace comes in. At.
right? So
Because I don't
that's what I'm
handle
saying.
her like I would handle.
So
her.
she
That's
should
what
she should get grace.
That's because she has that position. I ain't
Right.
saying like I would just knock a woman out because I didn't know her, but unless somebody I don't know.
I know what you're saying, right? If a
They
man
step out
say
of
some of the things that a woman say,
But
it'll be
I'm
a different
saying,
conversation.
if I love
Right.
you, you got that.
right?
But if it's a woman that I don't really know like that, you get these words. I appreciate the fuck out.
Yeah.
I go in.
I just don't argue with no woman. I don't care who she is. I'm just not.
Shit.
I'm not spending my.
I ain't about to
I'm
argue.
not
You not about
doing
to
it.
disrespect me. And
I'm
think,
not
like,
doing
we
it.
cool. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Watch how the fuck you talk to me, like things like that.
I
I
just
ain't gotta
can't.
sit there and go back and forth.
No, I'm not never engaging in argument with a woman, especially a woman that's not my woman. I'm not gonna get into it. What I just let her happen, I'll be gone about my business. I just remove myself from the whole situation. I might go get away. Oh, good old there talking smack. You need to deal with her. But that's what I would want my wife to do if a man get into it with her. Don't argue with no man. You know what I'm saying? Let me handle that.
I ain't got no wife.
I'm just saying though.
I get it.
I'll give you a little one-on-one on little, how to handle confrontation with women.
But no, if I'm
You know what I'm saying? Let another woman handle that. Don't get into that with no woman. I hate to see men arguing with women and being all huffed up with women. And if you ever stepped out of that and looked at that, it looks weak. It looks weak.
I can understand.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna look at it.
Because it's like,
They're
you
gonna
know,
look
you
at it like
overpower
this
her.
is- Oh, yeah, this
You
man
overpower her.
is bigger than this woman here.
And I know some women can be very disrespectful. I get it. You know, I know some women can be very disrespectful. They don't have.
I'm
a
gonna
clue
say
of
this. If I gotta deal with you, be around you, and that's what I mean by checking somebody. Right? I don't mean like just a stranger I ain't gotta see ever again. Like I did, like my coworkers, shit like that. Like I deal with you, be around. I don't not necessarily talk to you.
Go
but-
tell on her. Go tell her, man.
like if you step out of bounds, I'm gonna let you know that's not allowed. It's only because I expect a certain level of respect that I give. So it's
Princess
like if I don't
Paris
do
said
that,
That's a feminine trait to
Okay.
me. What does
I
she
take
mean?
that.
What is she?
Which one?
Who you referring to, Princess?
Hey,
uh,
princess.
Hey, princess.
what I know,
Say that's a feminine trait to me. What you talking about?
Yeah,
If you
which
still
part?
on
I think she might be talking about the arguing back.
with a
Arguing
woman?
back and
Yeah.
forth. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
wrong.
I don't. I don't.
think-
I don't care. I get it. People entitled to their opinion. That's
Right.
what's up. But I'm gonna say mine.
Uh-huh.
Listen, if you bold enough to argue with me, I'm gonna argue with you back. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I don't like
If you put her, if I can see you putting in her
Me,
place.
I don't like
Give me 15 seconds.
Right.
15.
I don't like
I'm saying this. All right. We've gotten to the point where you can't just keep saying how you want to feel and then can't nobody else say what they want to feel.
Right.
Now, again, that is one of those double standards that we talk about all the time.
Right,
That
man
is
have-
automatically given and assigned because it's a female. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman, or girl, whichever word y'all want, because I don't want to get
Don't,
back
yeah.
and forth. So this is my thing. If you're allowed your opinion, and you can say this, and that, and all this to me, but then I can't say it back to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, will I probably hold back more than she will?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. I will only give about 60% for the most part. But there's some times where I got to take it in. And if that's a female trait,
No, that's not what I'm saying though. I'm saying, okay, you put in a place that's different, but arguing back and forth
Yeah.
is an ongoing
that's
thing.
different.
It's like
No,
y'all-
right, all right,
So
all
what?
right.
you could-
so
it's- you
gotta-
could put a
gotta
woman
have
in her
this
place.
agreement, though, and
You could
can
put
have
a-
an argument.
No, it's not.
No,
No.
no.
Okay,
You
so
could-
what's the
So
argument?
that's
then?
what we.
Well,
so-
y'all fussing, you motherfucker, blah 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 blah. And you go back and say this. That's an argument.
See, I wouldn't go that far because I
It's an
know how
argument.
far I'm-
Argue.
Disagreement, you can
Right,
disagree
right. The
about
disagreement is
anything.
I'm
different.
not about to-
Right. That's what I was referring to. Argument.
Yeah.
A disagreement is what we have
We
as amongst
always-
each other.
But to
We have these
but
today.
you made it seem like checking somebody was
No, I said arguing.
but that's
I
what I
said
was speaking
arguing.
on.
Right.
Checking somebody, whether I know you or not. I'm
I
not
said
saying-
arguing back and forth with a woman. Right. I just said
I
arguing.
got time.
Yeah. But I didn't check plenty of women. You know what I'm saying? We'll check them in a quickness. You're not gonna disrespect me, and I'm gonna tuck my tail and run. No.
that
But,
part.
But I'm not gonna-
keep going
right.
back and forth.
Once I say what I say, it's over with. I'm
And
done
you
with
should
it. You know what I'm saying?
understand.
Right. Because now I ain't even finna argue with no dude. You see what I'm saying? Once I say what I say and you still running your mouth, now I'm sizing you up because I'm finna hit you in that
Why you
motherfucker.
doing that?
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna argue, right? I'm not gonna do that arguing.
Man, I done been fighting, arguing while I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? I still be telling the motherfucker how I feel while we swing.
Yeah, she said the arguing. She said the arguing.
Still,
The arguing
Yeah,
back and forth.
arguing back and
Yeah.
forth. Yeah, arguing with a woman. he said. Arguing with a
And I
woman.
see, one of y'all hit on the men today, lack of responsibility, they diminishing their roles as men and don't know why. I think a lot of the men today have a lot of feminine ways that they picked up from their moms and some of them their dads. I'm not even gonna put it on the women.
There's some bitch ass niggas out
I'm not gonna put it on the women because some of these grown ass men in their 40s and 50s act like women. They have women tendency, women emotions. They don't know how to control their emotions. So the kids, their sons are watching their dad act like women. So it's like, hey,
Well, we got to keep it a buck too. A lot of these men that we're referring to were raised by a lot of women.
they could have been raised by another generation of feminine men.
But
That got it from
if you look
feminine, that got it from women.
if you look
Because
at
it's like
the-
you take the cycle and you continue the cycle. Say 2 generations ago, he was raised by his mom. He don't know how to control his emotion. He have a son and do the same. His son have a son.
But that's
and do the
getting
same.
cycle of
Right.
a woman running the household. He learned from them. He learned from the woman,
And
Right.
and he just implemented generation to
Generation, right.
So it's the same shit. I was about to get at that. Like
Like women
when we
flip the
go
script.
back to our fathers and grandfathers when
Right.
they was, I ain't gonna say grandfathers, but our fathers when they started the drug epidemic and everything, like that's when men started coming up, being in the home, and we started seeing gangsters. A lot of shit started changing.
Right.
So it's like that was the big break, and simple fact, like we didn't have someone to actually change it, like where men actually understood the impact we had on not being there and start being there. But it never changed for that,
Right.
and that's why everything is the way it is now. And what's scary is like people open themselves to people and not understand it. Like if this man is ready to be a father or ready to actually, start a family or ready to be in any aspect of leadership when it comes to his child. And that's a big disconnect with a lot of women gotta get together, start opening legs and niggas who don't mean shit. And if you do, at least protect yourself, be smart.
Mm.
But if you build the standard to where, well, I'll raise that, well, I'll be happy raising that man that I'm opening my legs to. If you can't agree to that, then don't be a legs to. It's that simple.
And it's not really that
Because
simple.
that's what's gonna be raising your
I'm
child.
surprised y'all ain't raising up on that comment. Y'all quiet.
Yeah, it's
Say
not
something. What was
that
the
simple.
He said, women,
He meant something.
he said, women need to learn to close their legs to these guys who don't have the ability to have that manly masculinity and not so much of the word, but I'm kind of paraphrasing what he said.
Like, openly,
I mean,
said,
so it's really not that simple.
But
but it is. But it is.
How's it?
Yeah.
Because that's not reality.
It
It
is.
sounds good.
It
It
is.
sounds good.
No,
But
This
it's
is
not reality.
this is as much. This
No,
is the
that's not
easiest
how
reality.
things
Let
work.
me explain that. I really want to hear what that means. What did you mean it's not reality?
Yeah, I did.
Right.
No, okay. So what I'm saying is that's not how things work for real. Like we can say, okay, just don't have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? But is that what people are doing? They're
But
not
they
really-
need to though.
They
But
do
that's-
need
but-
to.
But
That's
I'm
what
about to
I'm
say,
saying.
we get into the point of
But
what
that doesn't
people
mean that's
need
what
to
people
do.
are doing.
But this is what they doing. They look at the product they making out of it.
They are, but they're not thinking about that when it's time to have
But
sex.
that's-
They should.
That's the point of this
Yes.
conversation.
Yes,
But
they
at
should.
the same
That's
time,
the
it's like
exact point of this
just
conversation.
like we
all
talk
women
about
don't.
the men don't have
Men
an
don't
example
either.
of what a man is supposed to be. A lot of these women don't have an example of what you should and should not be goddamn doing either.
So if a man is
But they
choosing a
know
woman,
everything.
if a man is choosing a woman for sex, is he really thinking about, oh, is this the woman I would want to have a baby
And
with?
I feel like
But
that go both ways.
But that's the
though.
woman's
It
responsibility.
It go
to
both
even
ways.
let
So
him
you
have
can't
sex
say you
to
can't
begin
tell a
with.
woman, oh, don't
That's
open your
her
legs to
responsibility.
this man.
And we
But
need
don't
to
say-
say,
Hold on. Let
Can I ask
EJ
you a
got a
question?
point. Yeah.
If I want to have sex with either one of you, right after we get off
And
the
the answer no.
yo,
I took one on the chin for the men, right
Took
there.
one, did it? He took one.
But
Hey,
you got no. It's
Kill-
reasons why I
It's
won't
over
give
with.
it to you.
Did you
It's over. with.
It's
You see
reasons
all
why
the-
I won't give it to you.
because you see all of the issues and all of the stuff, right? You was instantly able to just be like,
And the answer
But
no.
it's the experience and stuff that we've gone through. Doesn't mean that we made that decision early on. We had to learn that.
Listen,
later on
my
down
point
the
is you
line.
also you control. At the end of the day,
We do
men
control.
have to do stuff to get that. You control it. So at the end of the day, if sex happens, it is you. And as long as it's no graping or anything like that, you control it.
and how it
Okay,
happens,
yeah.
whether
We know
it's
that now.
You
wrong,
control how it
We know
happens,
that
when it happens,
How long-
long it happens,
how
how many
long-
times it happens,
We
what
know that
type
now.
it is.
We know that now as grown women.
Okay, so to stop the cycle, what do?
You have to start with them young. You got to try
Right.
to start with the kids.
But the
young.
grown women cannot sit there and say, "Well, this not realistic."
No,
No, that part.
I'm saying it's not realistic on both ways when it comes to the men and women, and it comes down to having sex.
can I say something?
That's not
So
what they're
you're
doing.
saying women, right? I
That's
get
all
what
I'm
you're saying, right?
It's
So,
not what they're
but is
doing.
it right?
You know what I'm saying?
Is it right?
Yes, we got to
And none of
start.
this shit we doing right.
You know
No,
what
but
I'm
that
saying? We gotta
part.
start
We ain't talking about that. We can get on some
early
other stuff.
on.
We talking about this part. Is this part we talking about right now?
I'm gonna say this.
Do y'all agree? Hold on, let's do this right here.
I
So
do
we-
agree that we have the choice. We got the power.
Okay, that's what I'm finna ask.
We got the power.
You agree with that,
Because-
Coco?
Because can't shit happen unless we allow it to happen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just
Bottom
like
line.
EJ made the thing about the other day, and Frank the Tank, she didn't want to believe it that
Oh,
y'all are
She gonna get you.
Frank the Tank. if you-
Well, he just said he out of
But
it.
you say
He
what he
ain't got nothing
say?
to do with it.
When you told the scenario about the lock and the key, right?
Okay, she was
I know
here
I'm a
for
kid.
You're not
that.
a
She wasn't
key.
here for that.
You're not. Yes, she
Yes,
was.
she was.
Yeah, she swore to God she was a
She would
key.
not give up.
You're
being
not
a
the
kid.
key. You're not the key. You are not. You wasn't here.
Okay.
Coco wasn't
Oh,
here.
yeah, I'm like, no.
Tell her, EJ. Tell her.
Yeah,
Tell her.
you
Bit
the
better.
whole lock and key.
Let's see.
It's just an old saying that they said back in the day. All right. The difference between a man and a woman, when it especially in pertaining to sex, is that a man is a key and a woman is a lock. Now, if you have a key,
Mm.
right, one key that can open up a lot of doors, Would you like that key? As just you, as a person, a regular actual key.
Okay, yeah.
Would you like a key that can open up?
We see
many different doors?
value.
Do you see value in that key?
Yeah.
Because why? It can get you anywhere that you want to
Yeah,
go. You
I
can get in
mean,
any door,
you-
right?
You have options and yeah.
Right. Now watch this. You as a lock. If
Right.
you have a lock in your possession, do you want it to be able to accept 100 different keys?
No.
Why
Mm.
not? Because you want it to what? Protect
Yeah.
whatever it
you-
is that's there.
Yeah, you don't want
Anybody
anybody
can open it.
having that.
Mm.
So it's like
And
a
that-
taxi bill. So
that's-
it's like a
Wow.
That's-
That's all I'm saying. You don't want a lock that accepts 1,000 different keys. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? For the most part.
Okay. I got you.
But a key that can go up in a bunch of different locks. Hey, I'm rocking with that.
I bet you is.
Great analogy. You can't get it. You can't make it any simpler than that. That
Okay.
women, you guys are the lock.
I mean,
So
that's true.
that thing locked until the right key. Oh,
Right.
not any key.
So are we the prize?
So men are the prize. What you saying? They trying
No, I'm
to
just
say
saying.
they the
I
prize.
was
Okay.
making a joke.
You're
So are we
protecting.
the
You're
prize?
protecting.
You protect.
Oh, we are the prize. We are.
And it's the purity. The purity.
The
Hey.
purity.
Pure. Pure.
Unless you,
Look,
unless you move 5 states
So
over.
look, so I get it.
Did
I
it pure
get the
again.
lock and the key thing, but at the same time, we don't want no key that been there every damn well. For real.
That's the whole point of his analogy.
I
Right.
mean, I get that, and you know,
Statistically, that's not true though.
That's
Because
not.
because the men that have multiple baby mamas and stuff like it's the same percentage of men that have multiple babies. You guys want the same type of men, the same top quote unquote top of 20% of dudes have multiple kids. But it's the same niggas.
Mm.
So to add what
What?
he's saying,
So they all like the same men. They all like the same
what
type
he's
of men.
saying, right? What this was 2 years ago. I don't know what it is now. 18% of the black men in our community is having the baby. That means y'all like a specific type of man. Because there's only
You said 18% have
of the
what?
men having the babies in our community, like as far as black people.
So the other
You talking about multiple kids though.
Like as far as black women with black men, it's 18% of men having kids. Only 18%.
so the other percent ain't doing ain't having no
Ain't
kids.
having no
They ain't
kids.
having kids.
So
So they not
that
having
means
sex?
that's a lot of kids with what one
Your
man.
dad, right?
Hmm.
So that goes. This statistic goes to show like y'all.
They are.
I can probably
They are.
agree with that.
They are. They like the same type of
I
men.
can agree.
Whatever one that
Whatever you
y'all
like.
popping on the internet right,
Right.
now. Whatever men popping and trending, and every popular
Right.
person want. That's the men that every woman in the hood and
I keep
watching.
going back to Glorilla's song. So when Glorilla came out with that song,
what song?
I
Where-
want
where
what
she
she
was
lifted, what
saying-
she want.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Maurice.
love me a trapping ass, dark skinned country ass,
Yeah.
got out of mud, sleep, 6'1", big thug ass, talk real slick, big gun ass. Everybody was on that. Everybody was on
Right.
that. All the women was on that. All the women want. So when she put who in the video? What's the football player she put in the video?
I don't
Yeah, I remember.
Receiver from
what's
Xavier
his
Leggett.
name?
Xavier
Hey,
Leggett.
yes, Xavier Leggett. Now everybody on him. All of a sudden, everybody on him. This the man everybody wants.
But
That's
now,
a
how many
trend.
men are
It is
actually? I'm glad we got here. How many men are actually? He's a wide receiver in the NFL, so he's
Right.
like 6'3"
Right.
and already
In shape.
6'3", 235 pounds of muscle.
No
can
fat.
run, no fat.
Ain't
No
that
fat.
much muscle.
You do all of that. I don't know about all the rest of the stuff. But
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
we don't talk about all
Right.
that.
You don't need to
But-
know about that.
Yeah,
the point
well,
is,
we don't
he's
know.
got 6.
Right.
Right.
How many men actually fit that type of muscle?
And he a millionaire.
It's
But
not
I'm a
like-
millionaire.
It's not a lot.
Maurice Hill said that's why our kids look alike.
I got
What it is, Mo
True
got
that,
it.
true
Mo
that,
got
true
it. Appreciate
that.
you coming in, be on. Yeah.
I ain't gonna fraud. These
they-
other
Oh,
people
Terry
be young
Possible,
niggas,
we
too.
see you. We see you.
I've been seeing that a lot. Like a lot of aunties nowadays, they
Yeah.
really they got their young niggas 40 fucking with the 18 to 22-year-olds and shit. Yeah. I see
So-
Oh.
I ain't gonna front. I love them
So-
kids. I had my aunties.
That'll kind of take us
They
into
good.
the part two. That take us
Okay.
into the part two of are women choosing men that they can control, or are men misreading their standards?
So when you say or are
Are
men
men
misreading
misreading
their
their
standards, so men that are choosing to be with women that want the control, are they misreading the woman's standards?
Their own standards, right? Because it takes two, right? We all agree it takes two. So
What
like,
do you mean by women like wanting control? Like,
All right, so you know nowadays most women deal with weak ass niggas just because it's easier to control weak ass niggas. I'm just being honest, just say it plain simple on how it is.
don't hold back.
So when we say control, we mean
Meaning
whatever
Don't
she
hold
wants
back.
to
they can
do,
puppeteer
and the
niggas.
man gonna fall in line.
Gonna fall in line. Like if they want to hold, do whatever, he gonna be there holding the camera. Whatever it
That's
is.
like
Right.
like your boy, like your boy, Travis Hunter. The girl he was talking about how he dropped him off at the club and he sit out there in the car while her girls in the club
Never.
lighting it up.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the car chilling.
As we know,
You know what I'm saying?
as we
Yeah.
know,
and
most
he-
women don't want to change once they get in a relationship, no matter what they're doing.
Because most women
Ah,
are delusional,
I
and they
disagree.
don't
They
realize there's a
change.
problem.
But no,
Because
but
a
They
lot of
change.
women
They don't
do not
necessarily
realize
change for the
there's a
good
I'm
though.
saying, but when they dealing with men, right, that they actually want, and he requires some type of standard, and they don't reach it, that makes them run to the men
Oh,
that don't have standards because they're easy to control. So now that they with this man with no standards, they getting everything they want plus everything they had. Sometimes they won't be getting what
I think
they
a lot
want.
of
They
men
just
play
get the-
themselves though. I think a lot of men play themselves.
They do, but
Yeah.
sometimes they don't even be getting what they want. They just get the intimacy and companionship, but they still able to do the things they were doing before their relationship. That's what a lot of women want. They want to still draw in the attention. They want to still be who they are without any.
But they don't respect that man.
Yeah, but that's what we talking about. We talking about them being in situations they can control. Any woman who respects the man and what he got going on, and his vision, and et cetera, she's not trying to control him. She's trying to let that man lead.
Right.
So anytime she comes to a point of trying to control you, kick fucking rocks. Let her go because she's not the one for you.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
Now, I'm gonna say this in my experience. Now, back in my hustling days, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that's
So
that's
it's
the
true.
type of nigga that I want.
Back in-
Got a little bit in the pocket.
Back in the
Little
hustler
pocket.
days,
Case in point.
He ain't, yeah, he ain't. Yeah.
So he gonna pay the bills. He gonna make sure the bills paid.
Look, she
Even
gonna,
if he don't, he gonna let her do what she do.
right.
She
That's
gonna-
the point.
But I think they get
You ain't
that,
gotta
that
change
bill
who you
package.
is.
It got to be in there.
What?
The bill package. He
The,
got. He
the
got
satisfaction
Bill
that he
package.
gonna get is
Yeah.
being able to be in my presence.
to get the coochie.
No, that's crazy.
All that right there. He's selling it. That's why I say a lot of
Yeah.
men play themselves.
Yeah, I done had
They
it
play
where he
themselves.
wasn't even getting the coochie. He just like being in my presence.
That's
Good Lord.
all that nigga get. He don't even get no coochie.
That ain't even.
All the other niggas.
That ain't even.
All the
A,
other niggas get the coochie.
well, who said all the other niggas
But you
get
can
the
sit
coochie
and cuddle with me, nigga.
Who said all the-
Y'all pull me up. Y'all don't want
that
me.
ain't even a simp. That what that is.
That's exactly what that is.
It's
So
six,
wait.
it's six type of guys now that y'all go for.
But now, like, as I'm
See.
not in my hustling days no more, I can't,
This nigga
I
strong.
can't, I can't, I can't. I can't hear. I don't want no
No
weak
wank
ass.
ass nigga.
Okay.
That's a wankster.
Hey,
No, that's
what's the six?
It's six type of
Yeah, I wanted one of them. Nigga.
Yes.
Make good money.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Mr. Compensation gonna list the six.
But it's a six type of men that y'all go for.
Okay.
Alright? You got Money Man. Alright. You got Professor Pike.
I like
Wait. Y'all wait. So both of those are self-explanatory.
Okay.
You got Captain Conversation. That's a nigga like me that, give you some conversation, talk to you, whatever. That's cool. You got Mr. Fix It.
I like
You know what I'm saying? And you got father figure, potentially.
Okay.
Some do, some young girls
No,
like the
yo,
older.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
true.
Yeah.
Like, I got one who
Wisdom,
love me.
stuff like that. He the one telling you to get your credit done. He putting you on different things and stuff like that. Cool. And the 6 is the super simp. All right, that's the man we talking about right now, the super simp.
I'm father.
So that's the one that's gonna do everything. He get the least amount, but he does the most amount of work. He normally tries to combine all of that. He that nigga that come and bring you wings at work. You know what I'm saying? That you use to eat with and give them to somebody else.
The work
That's
boyfriend.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And he probably, if he get it, it might be once a year kind of thing. It might be like his birthday or something type shit.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
The disrespect.
Coco.
Now, did I lie, ladies? Did I lie?
Yeah,
on
I
that?
can say-
No.
Coco, did he
That's
lie?
pretty truthful.
That's true. That's true.
Look at you looking.
You know, all the ones that be coming to help you move and all that
Sometimes
stuff
he
that you
can
don't
eat
never do
the
that
box,
for.
He can eat the box
Yeah, them
every now and then.
yeah, see?
He what?
He can eat the box every now and
Man, he got a.
Yeah, you can smell it, nigga. That's
And what we done,
We can
and what's
smell it.
crazy is that nigga, we done known that another nigga just left and he was still coming there and gonna eat them babies up there.
Now, I don't know nothing about that. That's just low down. That's just low down there.
That's why he was
that's
super,
a right sound for that.
super simple.
Real shit. That's a right fucking sound.
it happens.
Oh my God. God help him.
I even
So I just want to let y'all know, and that's what we be getting into with all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Normally, besides the super simple, again, the more of those other guys that you can put together, then that's when you start becoming husband material, with boyfriend, long term, all that.
So y'all just kind of round that up in a nutshell. So the men are misreading their standards when they get with them type women who use them and play them.
Yeah, it's a
Because
two-way
they
street.
And they
I
want
don't
to
know.
win it.
They it's not being
Wait.
played. They're not being played because they know what the fuck going on.
I don't think they do.
No,
Oh,
but
no, they
I'ma
do
say
know.
this.
Some of them don't.
No,
A lot of them do.
A lot of them do.
Right. I mean, I get it. It's some of them. I would say a lot of them play themselves. I think a lot of them think they got a chance.
Bro,
A few of them think they got a chance.
Yeah, they probably think that they're gonna do.
I understand you can't think it, but I gotta be on this side on it.
They
because
do, they know.
many-
I've
it's
seen
so
it
many
too many
fuck niggas out
times,
here,
bro.
bro.
They
It's so
know.
many.
I
know.
witnessed
I was
it
there.
so much.
Come on now. I've had all
Not
types
until I
of
came to do it, but I was like, what the
fans.
fuck? These niggas is wild, bro. You like that bitch do what?
But you say it all the time. Not being able to control that lust.
Right.
Got a lot of niggas know
Wow.
spinning about crazy shit. They would do anything for the possibility. I didn't say actually accumulating it, actually accomplishing it. The possibility of getting that. They spend money like it ain't nothing. They go help and move.
And
it don't-
stuff
it don't
and
matter
you know what
pick up
fucked
stuff,
everything
put
up?
the couches for them and
The
stuff like that.
pandemic fucked everything up. It gave these broke ass, simple ass niggas money. And it started
That
a
had to
whole
be-
trend of fucking making a whole legit. like
I think it had to be
the
before the pandemic is
made
kind of
whole
new.
legit. Too many niggas had free money. Then you had the SBA shit. Niggas was getting it.
Well,
And that's
I
what
would
fucked
say
up
this.
the game, bro. Conversation, being a fucking charismatic shit like that, didn't even matter no more. All the bitch cared about is if you got bread. That was it.
Oh, and
What the fuck you
that's
can do,
all
though?
that they can do. You got so many that lead with it now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Just-
But the
They do.
pandemic was the
They do.
reason why you had a bunch of simple ass niggas who can buy a pussy anywhere from anywhere. Niggas was dropping to Miami every other week and taking like
Hey,
buying passes everywhere.
Everybody,
Bro, it was
somebody
lit.
else can hit.
Bro, it was lit during the
You
pandemic.
ain't
I'm
lying.
telling you.
If y'all hear that, there's literally dudes that I know of that
Can somebody in
paid.
the chat disagree? Am I telling the truth? I mean, that shit
What's
been
it- what's
there,
yours
but
saying?
simp became an alternate thing where niggas can brag about being simp ass niggas.
I ain't gonna lie,
Terry say,
Terry
I don't know
said
too many men going out like that. And I'm with you, Terry. I don't
Terry,
I'm
Terry,
telling
I
you,
know you know. I know
I'm
Terry.
telling you
I know
right
you
now.
know.
I just don't.
But
If they are,
That's
then I don't know.
Y'all don't know no young niggas.
Y'all see, you know,
That's why I think they
you
killing
know,
over coochie now.
But that's
These
far.
niggas is going wild, bro.
But they've been doing that before.
But
Right.
Oh, you probably were born. Oh, you probably were born. Yeah.
I'm
I
saying,
mean, most wars.
all I'm saying, ain't no
Right.
lies detected because I don't was flued out plenty of times during the pandemic. Okay.
Right. I guess it depends on your
Generation
generation.
playing a lot of niggas. You should
Because
see my face.
what you talking about,
I
I do know a lot of cats that will murk you over a woman. I do know that. That's been going on since 80s.
No, I agree.
But
No, I agree with that. That started wars and
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
So,
I do understand that
But
because
with that being said, these niggas still in.
But it's a difference between the men that had money and then the guys that
I
you
don't
got
think
money to pay your bills or whatever, but you also was getting this type of extra money too. You know what I'm saying? So you was getting free money to do what the hell.
that's why I
you
say I
wanted
just
to
don't
do.
I don't know them cats like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess if I do know them, I don't know they doing that.
Mhm.
Most of the cats I know, they not spending their
And then
money like that.
the older man was worse. It was bad too.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I know a
talking
lot of
about
older
big
cats
daddies.
to the day that they'll pay that bill. They pay that money. I do know that. That's been, like I said, that's been going on for years, way before the pandemic ever showed up.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, it
that
just
part
got
right there.
worse. Like you said.
And it probably got worse for the broke niggas. The broke niggas are able to have money during the pandemic, so they kind of spurred a little bit. But
And there was so many weirdos that was fucking broke ass niggas that fucked up the game. My fault, y'all.
yeah, it's mad.
The game ball.
It got a little bad.
I don't like talking to these bitches now because he broke. Fuck the whole game.
Let's stay focused. Let's get back focused. Let's get back focused.
Terry is like most
You
definitely.
kind of went off in the hood then. Yeah.
But if we could just get back to the point of where we're actually like listening to each other, I know it's a weird transition. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
But when it comes to the whole leadership stuff, I think that you guys are starting to want more weaker men because you guys want to be in control. You guys want to be the men. And it ain't because you have to be. You know, it's not always because you have to be.
Right.
All right.
Right. We don't want to be.
So, but
We don't
Even
want
if
to
you don't want control, you don't want the standards to be outside who you already are. And that's the scary part.
Explain that.
You don't want to be uncomfortable.
What do you mean? They don't want the standard to be outside of who they
standards
already are.
don't, like, it's something that she don't agree with or something that she don't already feel secure and provide because of who she is, then that's going to cause a problem. Because you already understand that's something that man needs. And once you get the feeling that you can't provide it, that causes insecurity in you, especially if you really love that man. So that will cause a disconnect that you know what I mean, he wants too much, but at the end of the day, it's just something you can't provide.
I think it's more the alignment is off. We've been through all.
They ain't got to be alignment. Like, people got their thoughts, they got their perspectives, they got their feelings. And you also got people who think they, you know what I mean, set and already good exactly where they at in life. Like, I don't need to grow. I don't need any healing. I don't need nothing. You got a lot of women out there who move like that. And I'm not just pointing people out, but this is how it is. You got people who think they don't need to do shit but show up. And that's not a relationship.
man, y'all make money now. Y'all ain't got to listen no damn. Brother,
That's
come
the
on, let's just be real with you.
Like,
Man,
that's
come
like,
on.
all you gotta do is show up and be me. And nah, I want more than that. Like, if that was the case, like, shit, I would have done with anybody.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
like,
think that's the thing all the way around. I mean, people don't want to deal with just what they consider just anybody. Like, we don't want to be in a relationship just to say we're in a relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, a lot of people do that though.
yeah, a lot of people do that.
Right.
I don't want
They don't
to
give a fuck about the person.
I need substance. in my life.
But it depends on what type of woman you dealing with. That's the thing. So if a man doesn't want a woman that just wants to be in a relationship and doesn't agree with his standards or whatever whatever you're saying, then yeah, that's the situation he needs to choose not to be with. If that's not what he.
But no, we were speaking on like the actual standards of women, like the part of the control part. like it don't be a sense of like I'm trying to control this man, but the simple fact I can't control his standards as far as lining them up where I'm already at. I'm going to not deal with the situation. I'm not
Well,
looking
yeah,
to go.
we do, women do
I'm,
have to
I'm
choose
not
not to do
looking
that.
to.
So that's why I say I think a lot of it comes from the alignment is all. Women doing what they had to do during this this surge of the welfare system. Okay, when that came in, that misaligned the family. It took men out of the house. It made the women pretty much depend on the government, and it gave women opportunity to go to school to educate themselves, while men got on drugs, in the streets. So that throw the alignment off. Women have gone so many years doing what they had to do. You see what I'm saying? They had to do. They couldn't leave the kids. Men took off and left. No fault of either one, because this was a system that was put in place by our oppressors. So no fault by either one. It happened that way. And right now we're dealing with the repercussions of it. Right now, the reason why we can't come together as man and woman and raise families like other cultures do. You see what I'm saying? Other people do, because no one else has been through what we've been through. That's why I don't be want to hear that shit when people, well, we don't get along like the Mexicans. Fuck that. The Mexicans ain't been through what we've been through. Okay? The Latinos ain't been through what we've been through. They going through shit now. But it still don't amount to what we've been through and the time that we have been through and the damage that has been done to us psychologically, spiritually, that we have been damaged by these people. And we're dealing with it right now today in our own homes, in our own community. We don't have community. We don't have, that's what we talked about the last time, a culture. We don't have a culture because we don't have a community that belongs to us. You see what I'm saying? Our community is built on everything in the community being based Black. The school system, the banking system, the policing. We don't have that. We don't. A lot of the people in the community don't even own their property.
Yeah, every time we get it, they burn it down.
You see what I'm saying? Right. You see, so these people are the ones who have us in these situations, but yet we fight each other instead of them. Men and women are at war with each other. Black men and Black women are at war with each other.
Yeah, I do.
You see what I'm saying?
We got Stephanie Thomas on right now. Stephanie says alignment needs to be established from the beginning. And that comes with knowing who you are and who you need.
Yeah, we touched on something similar to that earlier on, definitely.
Right.
You know, it's establishing what you guys need in a relationship, period, is what's going to do it. I think that the late millennials on down has started correcting a lot of what you were talking about, but now it's about repairing the damage.
Right.
Fathers are in their children's lives in our community more than ever before.
Definitely.
Homes are starting to come together more and more. And now, since that's happening, but we still have to deal with the social media part now, which is putting out the negative even more. Our job here is to put out the positive also, and to let it be known that that's how we're moving. And as long as we start doing that, eventually we will heal. Because even people are starting to go to counseling, getting therapy, all these things to try to heal from the generational trauma and stuff like that. As long as we keep on this path, there's a way back. There's a way, and to get back to those things. Now you have these podcasters, you have these people that are out here preaching this. You have people like Jimmy and that Scott that are causing awareness to what's been going on. If we can end up healing and getting back together to the place that we need to be. But this is the type of show that we need, that yes, we address the negative. Yes, we address, but we always come back and offer actionable solutions to what it is. So Jimmy, what do you think that we can do to speed the process up quicker?
One thing I think we can do is learn to take control of our community. These officials that we elect in the community for councilmen and so forth, they just the voices, but they don't actually make the changes. The people have to make the change in their community. So we have to learn how to behave. We have to learn how to educate ourselves, feed our own spiritual needs, and not allow them to do both of those, because they do. They educate us and they give us our spiritual needs. Everything we do, we still, I always hear folks saying the first black person. I get so tired of hearing that shit about the first black person that did this and the first black person to do that. Just do it. Just do it. And bring other people in when you do it. You see what I'm saying? So I think it starts in the community, in our own communities. That's where it starts. It starts with the people that we elect. We need to be more cautious of the people that we elect and hold those people that we elect accountable to what they say they was going to do when they got in the office. I do believe that a lot of people, when they get it in the office, they have great intention and they really want to make a difference. But when they get in there, they see how politics is ran, and you can't get nothing done unless you play the game. And they get in there and they play the game.
And get lost.
And get bought. And nothing get done. The cute things get done. We don't have a lot of recreational centers for the kids. We don't have a lot of parks. We don't have a lot of programs for the youth. We don't.
No more. We used to.
I was about to get at that, like.
So that's what I think.
It started with the
Something
school.
like that.
Remember, we had vocational everything. Like you can
Right.
come out of school being a plumber, being an electrician, helper.
A lot of schools still have that. A lot of schools do have that. Yeah.
But some things is not publicly open. And in Philly, those is available, and then at every high school you went to.
Are there still available schools here in Muskogee County?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might say.
As a matter of fact,
They're funded, but yes.
As a matter of fact, Frankie teach a program called
Expensive,
DECA. It does that. It teaches vocational skills to kids. My wife actually teaches a program in business under the FBLA, and it teaches kids different skills, vocational skills. They have schools that have machinery, like big machine operators, teaching kids stuff like
They
that.
also have dual
Yeah.
enrollment.
So they do have a lot in the schools that help us. But a lot of these kids, and I wish she was here today because she's a teacher, she deal with them on a regular basis. A lot of kids go home to a lot of bullshit.
But in the,
You see what I'm saying? 'Cause that's why I say it started in the community. You can get all these programs all over the world, but if they got to go home to high, drunk, clowning,
Right.
Otis over the house this weekend, Ricky over the day. You know what I'm saying? They got to go home to that kind of environment. Then it means it's like, what they gonna do? What can they do? I know kids right now smoking reefer, 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you can have these programs set up, but if you killing them before they even get to the program, then this program is no good. So it started in the community, and each and everybody's house in the community, they got to get their shit together.
Yeah, but I want to say, at the end of the day, a lot of this shit started at home. Like, smoking at 12, 13, something years old, that's a home problem.
Right. Yeah.
That's not a community.
It's a community, though. It's in his community. Because he's getting what he's getting from his community. It is no more village. Because back in the day, I don't know your age group, but our age group, you away from the house and you doing some shit, your neighbor will whoop your ass, take you home, and you'll get another ass whooping. So that's the community. So it starts, the community, when the community strengthened up, everything in the community will strengthen up, or to run off the ones that can't conform to the community. That's what you want. Either you conform to how we running this shit over here, you get the hell on, go somewhere else. But if every community take accountability and stop looking to these politicians to change their life, then it'll be okay. But no, what we do is run to the politician. But what they do, they make more laws to put us in jail. They don't deal with the situation, the solution, because they make money off of prison, us going to prison. Prisons now are private owned.
Yeah. Bro, listen, remember I don't know if you heard, the president actually sued the state because they
They
didn't
didn't have
bring in
enough-
enough people to like.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Nah, so right,
They
so
sued the state and won because they didn't provide
Right.
enough motherfuckers inmates. Like that's crazy.
and don't get me wrong, I'm not down in no politician or nothing like that because we do need politicians. You see what I'm saying? But we need the right ones.
No,
You see what I'm saying? We need the ones with conscience, ones that understand the struggle and that are in tune with the people in the community.
And
You see what I'm saying?
We have a
another
few,
thing that
we have a few
up-
comments we're missing.
we got our own government though.
We
We
have
got-
a few
So
comments.
that brings right
Very
there.
possible says discipline and education is what we lack as a whole. Shout out to Frankie. What's up? She says they don't take the program seriously either.
Right.
She also says, like, how do you have all these problems at such a young age? Terry Possible says sometimes things go on in the home, chaotic environments. It definitely has an effect on our children.
Right.
Then we have the ones, Frankie says, the ones that are
Listen to the
listening
people.
To the people.
Right. The politicians that are listening to the people that are in tune with the people, not the people that they work with, but the people they actually work for.
And I will also say this, like, because of social media and the news and stuff, more things are becoming aware of what really goes on behind closed people.
Right.
Doors.
Right. We see a lot more.
So we are
Right.
seeing a lot more. So it's like, because for me, when I'm raising my son, he couldn't go to his friend's house and go inside or whatever. No, you stay your ass outside. You
Right.
want
To
to go
see
in?
you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that's another breakdown in our community too.
Right. It's commended.
Yeah, I remember it was a time my son came home and he told me that one of our neighbors that was one of his friends went to the same school. They were both in the same middle school. He was saying that the little boy wanted to go to the Y with him. So I had to make it a point to what's his mama's number.
Right.
Because that's what y'all are saying.
Right.
But let me talk to his mom to make sure.
Then I need to see if his
that's
mama and them
okay.
straight because I want you
Yeah.
around them because they wild as fuck. I know
Yeah.
he is, so you don't know. You can't go.
Yeah. And I got to make sure. Well, he was going to go with us. He was going to ride with us.
Right.
But I had to make sure I talked to his mom, find out if his mom
Was
knew what
okay
was going
with it.
on. If his mom was okay with it, let her know what our process was and how we do that. What I do, I take them, I drop them off, and then when I pick them up, I stop and get them something to eat, and then I bring him home. I let her know how I do everything, and if
Right.
she was
Well, that is-
okay with it.
Well, that's
You
just
know what
going
I mean?
back what Jimmy just said too, like
The village.
the village. But if it was the other way around, right, and your son wanted to go with them, you would want to know how they ran a household. You want
Right.
to know how they move. You want to know how they discipline their children, what they allow and what they not going to allow, because you want to make sure it lines up with your standards and what you are already doing.
Right. And that's why I try to make it okay with the mom, letting her know he's going to meet us since we were right there anyway. He's going to meet us, when we get to the car, we'll let him know he'll come out and meet. Like Jordan doesn't have to go in her house. I don't have to go up there. He doesn't have to come in my house. I made it to where it's neutral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I was going to do after that and make sure she was okay with it. So
But I think a lot of problem is soft parenting.
okay.
It's too much soft parenting going on now. I think that's like, I had a conversation with some fellas one day and I was talking about, my kids ain't gonna be in certain situations because how I am as a parent and how my wife worse than me. She like what they call one of them helicopter moms. They not getting out of her sight. And I'm like, don't nobody come over my house in my house or in my property. I don't know their parents. And he was like, it's impossible for you to know all your friends. No, the hell it's not. No, it's not. It's called
The ones
controlled
that are gonna be
environment.
around
Right.
you,
I have a
the ones
controlled
that are going to be around you,
environment,
some part
right.
of it that you're going to be able to control.
That's
But
one-
now you're talking about at school,
Yeah,
It's
that's
different.
different.
but at my house. That's why I have to explain it. At my house, right?
like on my daughter friends, like they females, and I'm a full-time father, single father, so I have to connect with these parents
Right.
before they even come on my Like it's telling my daughter want to sleepovers and everything. I'm like, don't.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
I
but they're all
actually
girls
have
over
a
here.
conversation with this person, then I can't allow it. And
Yeah.
even at the end, if they style of parenting is not on the same type time as mine, I still can't allow it. So
Yeah.
I understand that her wanting to go over her friends, like, dude, yeah, I gotta talk to them. I need to know, does she allow y'all to be in rooms by yourself? Do y'all hear me allowed to do this? Is y'all allowed to do that? Because if she does things like that, it just won't happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't play that shit. I don't give a fuck if y'all females or not. Like,
Yeah.
you over there, you should be in the living room or the front outside or nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like I get that 100. You definitely gotta be on point when it comes to your children, and when you deal with other people's children, you have to know their parents' style because there's just some things that's going to graduate on your children, especially things you don't allow. Like, and now they're expecting you to do.
Yeah, like,
well,
oh,
such and such mom let me do
it.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be ready to punch
Don't
the
matter.
shit out of my daughter.
Don't
She hit
matter.
me with that shit one time. She know how to do it again. I ain't they fucking parents. I don't know how what they let them do.
Yeah.
And that's
I
exactly
used to
what.
hit my son with, well, maybe they don't care about them then. Because you ain't going.
No, I don't.
Exactly.
One thing I understand is like some people they just grew up differently, and they was probably they had the comfort and the security that actually let their kids be around whoever was on the block that they grew up with those people. They know them, whatever the case may be. But my situation, I'm not from Georgia. I don't know none of these people.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to school with, like, these are whole new atmosphere of people. I don't know their parents, but I need to know how they move. And then no, everybody can't come over my damn house. For example,
That's not no that, right?
I don't know how these kids are.
Yeah.
Like, not just the parent. I don't want this kid to do some shit that's out of pocket, and I gotta check them because I'm the only adult there. Like, no, that's cool. I rather know that kid is not gonna do certain things. But my daughter, she know how to pick up friends. So I can't really say that. Like, she's real smart. She's mature. She know how to, you know what I mean, weasel dumb shit out of people and know who she be fucking with or not like that. So she very good to me when it comes to that. It's just when
If
she
you truly
expects me
protective of
to
your
be
own
like,
child,
trust me.
protective of other
Well, I
people's
wouldn't,
business.
I wouldn't have children in my house like that neither. One of the reasons was because I know my son is privileged. You know what I'm saying? So he has a lot that other kids don't have, and they got two parents in the household. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't want them coming in, seeing what was in the house, going out the house, and now his shit going missing. You know,
Yeah.
that happens too.
That's just a
Yeah.
negative
And
mind.
jealousy.
That's no.
And
I
jealousy.
think
Nigga, don't be looking at
Oh.
so.
I was,
I was
She
thinking,
be locked in.
if you want to be, I think we can stop a lot of this stuff. First thing, if we become better parents, right? All right.
Okay.
And in being better parents,
Mhm.
right? That means there's a lot of things that you're not going to do in front of your kids. There's a lot of bad things that your kids just not going to have access to or see, and you're going to stop
That's
it.
true.
So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Two, I think we should get back to two-parent households. I really think we need to get back to the nuclear family. All right. How we get back to it, I'm gonna let y'all talk about all of that.
Right.
But I think we need to start actually waiting to have kids till we married, till we and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go to the politician stuff. Holding them accountable when they do fuck up. Nobody's perfect. But actually, honestly, not voting them in the second term, you got one to prove, and that's it. So you got them 2 years. And if there ain't no big changes in them 2 years, guess what?
You gotta
Somebody
go.
else gonna get a change.
You gotta
That's
go.
it. Like, where they know they have to perform, not that it's performative. You're performing to help, not being performative.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3, all right, giving our children more access to things to do outside of your house and your sphere. Okay, we need to put more money into these parks, into these places like Hollywood Connection. There's no teen clubs anymore where you can have some safe stuff going on with security and stuff there. There's nothing for these kids to do anymore. If we can start doing these type of things, I think we can kind of start coming back into our own bubble with us.
And that goes back into what we were saying. Well, what Jimmy was saying about building a community. Like, that takes a group collective to actually want to make something happen. Yeah, we can as individuals want to contribute to this and contribute to that, and it might help out. But until we like actually try to move collectively as one to make stuff happen for each other, like just for example, remember when Gadget was trying to open the go kart and paintball?
Yeah.
Had so many people breaking that man down before he even got
Yeah, that
started
was
on the
crazy.
situation. Instead of those who were already in the community, like, damn, this will actually benefit the community. Let's invest in it. Let's do this. Let's do. So, like, things in those situations, like, I think we need to come together more. There's a lot of situations that we can actually open up for our kids and community.
There's already a lot of negative stuff going out. You know, they're building the Dave and Buster's right now. So it's already a lot of negative stuff based around them building the Dave and Buster's because everybody's already like, you know, oh, okay, well, as long as nobody come in and, you know, shoot it up, or as long as, you know, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing but mess it up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't think like
And
that.
you know,
We have to
you
look
and
at
you
this
absolutely
stuff.
right. Because I was talking to someone about, you know, opening up a business or whatever, and I was like, well, why won't we just open up like another arcade or fun station, but put it on this side of town? You know what I'm saying? Instead
Because they're
of
trying to keep.
having
a
it on
certain
that side of town, it was like,
route.
well, the south side is this. I said, that's all the more reason to have it on the south side. Who the hell you think spend money in this city?
Yeah. They're the ones that's gonna be there.
They're the ones that's gonna
They're
be
the ones
there.
that's gonna be there. They're the ones that's gonna come spend the money.
They're the same people that go to the shopping center or be at these other spots on the north side. They coming from this side of town.
Absolutely.
Right. That just go to show like we just gotta set a standard and boundaries. Because if you go to these other places, it's not ran to the fucking ground. Like the arcade games are still playing regularly and everything. It's because they have a certain standard. They have a certain things that you just can't do in there.
Yeah.
And if we have that when we build these things and we implement it into the system, then I believe it can survive. But we open things like this on these sides, which I didn't see, like, and they just let them running through the ground. Like, they let whoever come back in, knowing damn well they ain't gonna fucking take care of the
It's like when
property.
Gadget opened up that skating ring down there for the adults.
Yeah.
They kept shooting it up.
So one more
That was
comment.
just-
Terry says, hold ourselves accountable as adults. And yes, that's definitely what we do need to make sure that we're doing, because a lot of people don't hold themselves accountable for anything, even when it comes to raising their kids or, you know, whatever the situation is. So yeah, holding ourselves accountable would make a big difference. But we're gonna go ahead and kind of bring our show to a close today. We got in a couple of topics today, and did anybody want to put in any last minute words on what we discussed?
Y'all just catch the hot seat with EJ Thomas, man. You know what I'm saying? Fridays at 8 p.m. We all get a chance, man.
Where did catch you at?
Still waiting on my seat.
Just hashtag, I hear you, my boy. Hashtag Mr. Conversation. They take you to all of them.
Okay.
Say that again. Say that again, DJ.
Hashtag Mr. Conversation. They'll take you to all of the social media sites.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Anything for you, Sky? You good?
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow me on all my platforms. If you want to continue to follow my content at Sky Rain, I'm on all social media platforms. Also, look us up at 3 Shades of Black Custom Creations for those handmade, personalized gifts or trinkets.
All right, good. We want to thank everyone for showing up today. We want to thank everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, I gotta get a shot. I want y'all to check out the new podcast with me and Frankie. Gonna start next Friday. I'm trying to think of the name. It's gonna be called Beyond the Podcast, Mike.
All right.
But we're gonna be just unpacking just different things we see on podcasts all week long,
All right.
and just chopping it up. So that's something
What
new.
time?
8 o'clock. 8 p.m. on Fridays. We're not gonna do every Friday. We're gonna do 2 Fridays a month and see how it go. But we're gonna kick that off. But I want to say next Friday, but it might be the Friday after next. But I definitely advertise it throughout the week and get some flyers going and everything. So we definitely still gonna have guests on the show too.
All right.
And that's something we're gonna, just trying to expand.
Do it.
Yeah, just trying to expand. So, like I say, a lot of time, if anyone out there that want to do podcasts, that want your podcast,
He didn't mean anyone out there. Speak for you.
okay, I got you.
That's not I mean. If you
Anybody.
can't talk, you
Right.
scared,
But
your ass home.
we'll try you out. We'll try you out. It's like football trial. We'll try you out. We will cut your ass too. So get at me, Robinson Jimmy 160@gmail.com, or you can email this page here in the Mirror Live Podcast. You can direct message this page, holler at us. Like I said, we just trying to expand this year right here. We're trying to move into different things, different avenues, grow the family, and just put information out there. We really don't do entertainment. So, we don't do the skits and all this, and the third, but we definitely strictly podcast. So that's it.
That's it.
All
All
right.
right. Well, thank everyone again, and everybody have a good evening.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so mad. Excuse me.